I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek from the News 12 WDEF studios in downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee. As we record this, it is the last night of spring. Actually, summer will begin here as of the time we record this in about a half an hour. So tomorrow, Saturday the 21st, will mark the first full day of summer, and it's going to feel like it according to what the forecast is saying out there. Thought we'd take a quick look at what's going to be going on into the next several days, weeks, and months. The What I Want to Know show is here as we take a look at different science ideas, weather, technology, stuff like that, and we bring it to you here on News 12 in the blog format so you can take a look at it at your leisure. So thanks for joining me. If there's anything you'd like to know about and want to explore, drop an email to me at aonek@wdef.com. Would love to hear from you. And of course at our website, wdef.com/weather for more information. You may have remembered back into around the area of the late portion of the last year. That is where we got a slew of emails and phone calls from people wanting to know where the yearly winter forecast had gone. We haven't done it for the last couple of years, but because it was so important to you, our viewers, we brought it back to you on a special edition of the What I Want to Know show. Well, because nobody is asking for the summertime version, we thought, well, what the heck, let's just go ahead and throw in the summer season so you can tell a little bit more about what's going on out there. So taking a look into the summer months, we might even do this for autumn and springtime. You never know. We'll see what we can do about bringing all that back. But for right now, taking a look at the best potential of what we're going to be expecting into the summertime, let's delve into it and see what we're looking at. Much of what we're going to be seeing, again, over the next several weeks and months is not looking good. From the journal Nature, the science of what we are going to be expecting, this published in 2021 on the screen, this is where we are looking again at very bad news. Our fossil fuel use has done a very good job in pushing the ocean temperatures and the atmosphere's temperatures to record high levels that have not been seen in human history. That is exceptionally bad news, and that is doing a very good job of changing uncertainty about the forecast. This is where we really need to start looking at clean energy, reducing our fossil fuel use, bringing the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere down instead of letting it go up, which is holding in more heat, creating a greenhouse effect. Now that is the science, that right there from the journal Nature. Now you can take it on other people's opinions as to what's going on, such as, say, the Farmer's Almanac, Ye Old Farmer's Almanac, That Old Farmer's Almanac, any farmer's almanac that happens to use methods that don't really become copacetic with science. Possible, yes, but is it likely according to what we are looking at here? Probably not, but it is, again, possible we could see some record high temperatures. Whether or not it is the hottest summer ever again in several years in a row, well, we'll have to kind of wait and see about that. But if you take a look at what's going on with extreme temperatures all over the planet, from extreme temps on blue sky, the number of records that have been falling in periods of time that it should not be happening. That is late winter, early spring, late spring, a number of record hot temperatures, record warm, low temperatures have been set. In the last several months, these records continue to fall all over the planet. This is surely a very good sign that we are looking at a warming planet that is going to be, again, not good places for humans to live in the course of the next several dozen years if we don't choose to alter our ways of doing things and change how we live as a society, getting off fossil fuels, again, getting back to more natural green energy, if at all possible, because this that you're looking at, record after record after record, falling in the last few weeks, months, and years, this is ugly territory that we're in, and this only says that it's possible. I hate to give the Farmer's Almanac any credence whatsoever, but it is possible that we could be looking at the potential of the hottest year so far. If this continues, next year will be the hottest year, and the year after that, and the year after that, and that's not a good trend. That is something we really need to consider. So as of right now, these amazing amounts of heat being detected, even in wintertime for some parts of the planet. This is not good news. So if you're watching media that says, oh, we don't have to worry about the planet, all we have to do is just keep on doing what we're doing, that is not a very good idea. We really need to pitch in together and start reducing our planet's temperatures as much as we possibly can. Now, that being said, taking a look at the information from the Climate Prediction Center, you're looking at it here from again, NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. And again, a certain project will tell you that all NOAA does is talk about climate change and try to scare people. Well, that is absolutely, completely, and totally not true. Do they study climate change? Yes. Do they talk about it? Yes, as they should. This is what we need to be taking a look at. And just because a certain project wants to axe NOAA, thinking that that will stop everybody from talking about climate change, it hasn't, it won't, and it never will. This is a planet-wide emergency that we need to figure out as humans. We made the mess. We can do a good job of cleaning it up. But cutting NOAA and doing what the president and the government has been doing to NOAA and the science agencies is tantamount to absolute rejection and failure of our scientific system. And it needs to be changed. So as of right now, this is a very good place to go to get more scientific information out there. Again, taking a look at what we're seeing here, if you go to cpc.ncep.noaa.gov, you will find more information about what's going on. You can hover over these areas that will give you more details as to what's going on in the course of the next few days, the next couple of weeks, the next several months. And again, this information changes. This is studying climate. Weather is your mood right now. Climate is how you will feel in the future based on how you felt in the past. And this is what we are taking a look at. So taking a look step by step on here, the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. Again, where we're recording this right now on the last few hours of spring, this is where we're seeing, again, a record high level of heat coming our way as we go into the next several days and weeks. So we may see, again, also near normal precipitation. At this time, we've had more than enough rainfall in the last few days and weeks. What does it look like for 8 to 14 days, going again to about the Independence Day holiday? Still staying above normal, according to what we can see here. And precipitation also a little bit above normal. So again, we don't need that much more rainfall, but that's another consequence of using fossil fuels, altering the planet's weather patterns out there. We may not see quote-unquote normal conditions for centuries because the planet is being warmed up and everything is being changed. We may not have the ability to give better predictions because of the damage that we are causing to our planet. So a lot of what you're seeing here may be changing in the next few weeks, next 3 to 4 weeks, into the next 30 days or so, through about the early portion of July. Looking at a little bit less heat, but that does not guarantee that we're going to be quote-unquote cooler around here anytime soon. Let's go out even farther than that. Again, equal chances things start stabilizing for right now. Again, that basically means normal high temperatures in the high 80s to low 90s for this area into the rest of, again, early portions to mid portions of July. That's a possibility. But as we take a look at the 3-month outlook for this area, above to well above normal or likely above normal chances for some very warm weather taking place. And that goes through the summer months, looking through July, August, and into September, the change of the next season coming up again around September 21st. So we are seeing, it may not again be the record hottest year again, but it will be again a very good possibility of seeing some very hot weather around here for a very long period of time to come. And again, for right now, that is what we are mainly looking at this point. Unless something radically changes, we are going to be dealing with some exceptionally hot weather around here, according to what we are getting from the National Weather Service, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and there are other agencies around the planet, like the World Meteorological Organization, that are saying a lot of changes will be taking place, not all of them good. So if you'd like to know more about what this is all about, out. Again, cpc.ncep.noaa.gov, or you can just go to noaa.gov and you can find out more about what is going on with the changes out there. Find out more, again, from the Climate Prediction Center. Hopefully this doesn't get canceled like a lot of other things have been in the last several days and weeks, but you can see a little bit more about how forecasting information has changed and what you and I can do about it. We need to elect leaders that take this information seriously and learn about the science. If you take a look at the makeup of Congress, there's a lot of lawmakers who studied law or business. Not many of them studied science. So learning about this stuff and understanding the long-term implications, we need lawmakers who can do a very good job of looking at the long-term damage that we are causing to our planet instead of just doing anything for the short-term benefit into the next election cycle. We're talking about the future of our only home in space. And if we don't have people that can understand and want to fix that instead of listening to false science, rumor mongering, and just the idea of saying, oh, the planet's fine, we need to get better people into office that understand this stuff. That is an imperative that must happen. So as of right now, this is something that you and I as voters really need to consider about this. So again, we'll keep you updated on this over the course of the next several days and weeks. But there is an awful lot of evidence that shows that we are going to see a lot hotter conditions around here for the course of the next several days and weeks. And unfortunately, this is happening all over the planet. The Arctic is warming much faster than the rest of planet Earth. We're losing the ability to cool ourselves off. And if this doesn't stop or get turned around somehow, we're going to see a lot worse problems in the next century. Probably a lot more problems showing up in the semi-near future, and that is something that we really want to try to avoid if at all possible. That's going to do it. Again, this is a quick look. We've only been on here for about 10, 12 minutes or so, but we wanted to bring you an idea as to what's going on with the summer weather, and hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, concerns, ideas about anything that we presented here, again, please stop by our website at wdef.com/weather, and you can see more at wdef.com, or my email address if you'd like to contact me here at aonek@wdef.com. If you have questions about climate, about weather, about science, I may not know all the answers, but if you email me and truly have a question, you don't want to just spew false information and pseudoscience at me, I would love to help. There's no question about that. Many scientists out there would love to help anybody in the public understand why this information is so important, not just for summertime, but for all the seasons and for everybody on the planet. We need to think globally about this to share this planet with everybody else before it's too late. And there is a deadline on this to make certain that we are doing the right thing on here. So this is something that really needs to be considered. So again, if you'd like to know more, I'd love to help you understand. If you're in it just to shout and spew, I'm not your person. You can go talk to a brick wall for all I care about that. But if you truly want to know, I may not know the answer, but one of the best things about being a scientist is the idea that you can find out more information by saying, I don't know, but let's find out. One of the best things you can do is have that mindset to be able to say, maybe we don't know all the answers, but we can explore and find out more about what is happening, because as of right now, this is a crisis, and it is not going to get any better unless we choose to do something about it. So that's what we're looking at for summertime around here, and for the rest of the country, and for the rest of the planet for that matter. Tons of great sources of information out there. If you'd like to know, again, please email me for more details, aonek@wdef.com. That'll take care of it for the What I Want to Know show this time around. Stay tuned for more with News 12 on air and online, and we'll see you next time you want to know something. Stick around.